You deserve to be financially free. And heck, I deserve to be financially free, so why don't we talk about it? Welcome back. This is the Wanderluster, where each week we explore topics that will help you spark your sense of adventure so you can live an amazing life on your own terms. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 keys to financial independence, financial freedom, that I want to share with you. Now, this is going to be a very high-level discussion. Hopefully we'll get the gears a-turning, the juices a-churning. I don't know if that's a saying, but 5 high-level ideas that will help you get excited about your finances and help you take a couple first steps to get you on the path towards financial independence and financial freedom. So in my last video, I talked a little bit about why I'm on a path to financial freedom and what motivates me towards finding financial independence. I'm currently working on paying my overpriced mortgage down, probably not the best thing I've ever done, but I'm in debt again, which is fine. But I'm also working towards my own path towards financial independence, which I'm really excited about. About a year and a half ago, I discovered the FIRE community, which is amazing. It's the Financial Independence Retire Early. That's what it stands for. And even though many of us are feeling overwhelmed with our debt, we're totally scared, we don't feel empowered, the FIRE community works to change that. And I've heard from people who have paid off $80,000, $100,000 or more, and now they are working to live a life on their own terms. Some of them decided to go travel in an RV for a year. Others still decided to be stay-at-home parents or start their own business. Some of them live in a tiny house, and others still live totally average, normal, awesome lives, just like anybody down the street, but they truly are the millionaires next door because they decided to do things differently. So today's discussion is going to be a very high-level view, and just like last week's video, I will be leaving some resources for you below so you can do a deep dive, but hopefully these high-level ideas towards financial independence will get your, things moving, get you excited so you can pursue these ideas further. So my 5 keys to financial freedom, the first thing would be to have a vision and to make that vision your own. Right now you may be overwhelmed with your debt, you may be paying off your student loans or working to save up for your first house, but beyond that, what does your life mean to you? You are more than just your debt. You are just more than a Sally Mae or Freddie Mac stupid student loan number. You are more than the financial decisions of your past. Where are you going in the future? There are a couple really good books that help you do this and think about your financial motivations, your hang-ups about money, but also what gets you really lit up and excited. And one of my favorites is Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass at Making Money. And You Are a Badass, her first book, also is great to figure out what your mindset is and what motivates you and makes you tick. But having a vision is one of the greatest things that you can give yourself to keep motivated and stay on track, even if you're not really sure where you're gonna go, even if you don't know if you want to retire early. Right now you're staring down the barrel of a lot of student loan debt or whatever else you're working on. That's okay, but first take some time, read some good books, get on some podcasts, and get excited to build a vision that speaks to you and you alone. The second key to financial freedom is to read books and read a lot of them. I know I hear from so many people that say, Shannon, I don't know about money and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. Well, how do you start? Start somewhere. I have to say we live in an amazing age where you have the internet in your pocket, a la your iPhone, but also there are so many amazing published authors out there who speak from your viewpoint, whether they're single moms, whether they are paying off their student loans, they're entrepreneurs, maybe they were in the military. There's a viewpoint that talks about money and will speak to you exactly where you are. And I will link to some of those books below that I absolutely love. But read books and listen to podcasts because unfortunately our educational system didn't teach us diddly squat, and chances are your parents didn't say anything either. So it's up to you to make learning about your finances an absolute priority. And luckily there are plenty of fun and engaging, meaning not dry, great books out there to get you motivated and informed along the way, written by people who were just like you and are speaking to you. So read books and read them often, and extra bonus points if you get them for free from the library or you borrow them from a friend, because I would know, you can see some of my books back here, it adds up. My next key to financial independence is to number 1, opt in, and number 2, opt out. Opting in means that you're present and you're aware and you're putting your time and your money towards things that light you up and fill you up. And also it means that you're opting out of the things that drain you and make you sad or make you numb. So opting into things that lift you up, whether that's yoga or biking, spending time with friends, reading a good book, or even, sometimes in its time and place, scrolling mindlessly on Instagram. Hey, I've been there. But really being intentional about the things that light you up, because your emotional state, your mental state is tied to how you're dealing and how you're spending your money. I would also say in that same vein, opt out of everything you can. Opt out of people that drain you, email marketing lists, Instagram influencers that get you to spend money you don't have to buy things you don't even need, and opt out of social engagements that are costing you money but aren't paying you a good ROI, that require you to be a person you don't feel you want to be. Opt out of things that are draining you. And in any category of your life, you are spending money, and where your money is going, it reflects your values, and if those two things aren't aligned, you are just wasting your time and your money. So just opt out of that stuff, and you will find that your budget feels a little bit more reflective of who you are and where you're going. The next key to financial independence is to spend less than you earn. Duh. And here's the thing, here's the caveat. I used to blog over at frugalbeautiful.com. In fact, I still do. But I realized that there is more to be said than pinching and squeezing every little drop of value from your paycheck. There's more to life than frugality, but many of us have an Amazon Prime problem. Many of us spend more than we earn, and we find excuses that we are entitled, that we are owed it, that we deserve it. You deserve nothing. You deserve your time back, but you don't deserve any worldly goods that are here unless they're essential to your survival. What you do deserve is the freedom to live your best life and to live life on your terms. And unfortunately, when you make these trade-offs and buy stuff you don't even want, or stuff that you aren't really thinking through, unfortunately, there's a price to pay for that. I would also like to say in this vein, if you find that you are doing the best you can to live within your means and you're still not making ends meet, quite frankly, you have to work on earning more or selling off some stuff. There are plenty of amazing side hustles you can take up, and there are plenty of resources. I'll try and link to some of my favorite articles below. Check it out. Of side hustles that you could do to earn more money. Learning skills like how to negotiate for a better salary when you get a job offer, how to negotiate for a raise, how to move to a lower cost of living area, how to pull different triggers and levers that will help you spend less just by spending less on food, less on commuting, and less on housing. Those are the 3 biggies that you could really cut costs with. But when you can't do that any longer, you just simply have to earn more money. That's it. Do Airbnb, driving Uber, work at Starbucks on second shift. It doesn't have to be forever, but sometimes if you find you can't spend less than you earn, I hear you, I've been there, it is tough. You have to work on making more money, and if that means you're donating your plasma or whatever you gotta do, sometimes just for a season in your life, you need a little bit more wiggle room in your budget, and that's the only way to get ahead, spend less than you earn. And my final key to financial independence is once you spend less than you earn, invest the rest. Now, investing doesn't have to be dry or the jargon have to be overwhelming. Investing can be as simple as if your employer offers you a 401k with a match, take it. Give just even that 2 to 5% of your income towards getting that match. It could mean investing in paying down your debt. It could mean saving up for a house so you don't have to pay PMI if you're able to put 20% down. Invest the rest. When you get towards some of those easy things, like making sure you take advantage of all your employee benefits, or saving in a Roth IRA, beyond that, you can invest in low-cost index funds. And luckily, there are easy tutorials on the internet. I'm thinking of one from Paula Pant from Afford Anything that is phenomenal that you should check out. But investing doesn't have to be hard or scary or overwhelming. Invest in getting an emergency fund, taking advantage of every employee benefit that you have, and then later, if you can, investing maybe in a house or a rental property or house hacking, but also really just investing in low-cost index funds. And like I said earlier, you should be reading and learning about these things because you are a priority. When you take the opportunity to learn about your money, it means that you are not just working for your money, but your money is working for you. And while our educational system is woefully underfunded and underpreparing most of us for our financial future, it is up to us to invest in ourselves and our time and money and get to where we want to be. Well, that wraps it up for my 5 keys to financial freedom. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have more financial content coming soon because as much as I love to talk about travel and optimized living and all that other fun stuff, you can't do a whole lot of that if you're not putting your dollars to work for you. So I'm going to link to some amazing resources below that will be able to do a deep dive on some of these topics better than I could in this short video. Please check it out, and please, I beg of you, invest in yourself and your financial education because it is up to you. Your school won't do it, your parents won't do it, your spouse won't do it, your friends won't do it. You have to do it. And once you get your money to work for you, you will be able to live the life you've always dreamed of on your own terms and really have that sense of adventure and be able to pursue it fully. So I hope you'll join me in the future because I'll be uploading more content like this. And to ensure you never miss a video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you find this content useful and inspiring. And until next time, I will see you, and thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thanks, guys.